Nixie, thanks for joining us for another SANFL report, this time for the split round, round 18. What stood out amongst the power players performing at local level this week?
We had a number of guys that performed well. Three guys playing together at North Adelaide in the reserves at present, which Andrew Moore, Aaron Young and Callum Hay. All three played really well on the weekend. Unfortunately, Callum Hay went down injured around about half-time and didn't come back out, but his performance up until that point was a standout. He's pulled up well, so that's a positive from that. And unfortunately, got the week off with the split round this week, so he won't be able to play this week. Aaron Young was very good for probably three quarters and maybe dropped away a little bit in the last quarter of that game. And Maury was probably the standout as far as consistent performances. Had plenty of the football playing through the midfield. And seemed to be moving really well, which is the key with Maury. He's had some issues with his body, and he seems to be getting those right. And now what we're hoping is he can really start to break out and show us some speed.
We've got some vision going over the top at the moment, showing the boys linking up together as well. How much of that comes through training together and knowing each other's game style?
Oh, I think it definitely does, and all three of them are playing sort of half-back through that midfield area, so. They're getting around each other. They understand. They train together, as you said. It's only a bonus that they can work together on weekends.
What's the next step for these guys to take, going from SANFL reserves level and playing well there, to then pushing up and playing well at league and then onto AFL?
Oh well, we've already seen it from Maury. We know he's got the ability to play at the top level. We just need a consistency of effort now from him, and I'd hope to see him at some point soon up in the North League side, if not back at AFL level with the power. And from the other two, it's very early times, the first year, both of them. One's rookied, so we don't have huge expectations on actual what level they're playing at. What we're trying to do is really just develop their games and improve them as time goes on.
We're seeing players like John Butcher as well start to string games together after injury layoffs at SANFL league level. What exactly are you looking for in terms of development this year for Butch in what really is his first year playing SANFL football?
Yeah, and there's pressure on Butch because he's a high draft pick and everyone's talking about him and so on. But he puts in some fantastic performances. He's going along well. He's working on a number of areas that he needs to improve on. He's also working on his strengths. But for Butch, it's opportunity. He's got to keep working. He's got to work hard week in, week out. And some days he's going to have a letdown where he doesn't have a hell of a lot of football and probably doesn't perform as well as he'd like. But as long as he's working on those areas continually, then we're happy as development coaches. And it was an interesting week for him. He actually had one of our own players in Tom Jonas who went back and matched up on him towards the latter part of that Nord v Port game. And I can tell you Tom's very good at the defensive side of his game. He's very solid and a hard opponent to play on. So Tom more than matched it with Butch, and they went pretty hard at it. But it was good also to see Tom on at the same time being able to put what he's worked on into practice.
Nixie, thanks for your time.
My pleasure.